We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cards much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Here's one of the longest tenured members of the Super Bowl champs, Tyler Higbee, making the 1st down. 7th year as a starter for L.A. Just a stable presence for the Rams at the tight end spot with a dash of dynamic plays along the way. One of those starters who may be overlooked, but a key part of why they won the Lombardi Trophy.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going right back to Akers. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, L.A. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. It's now 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. At their own 38-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding. But how about we just did it? Let it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup. Easy. Hey.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Easy. 53, ready.
From the red zone now, Stafford buying time to his left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Rams take over first down at their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
It's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Waste of time.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Forced out to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. This should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Murray. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 22.
On the handoff, running left is Akers to about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Stafford gonna throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
From the 31, Murray. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They'll run here with Akers. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Gay's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't care.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Rams 45, Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Third down here.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Now a give. Akers running left.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams.
32!
On the give, this is Akers.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the 50, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey! 11!
Stafford now to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Rams first down.
To throw is Stafford.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Throwing on third down, Stafford steps away to his left.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
White. 32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so.
Now a hit and a loose football. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A give up the middle to Akers. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on 1st down, they did that plus 3.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. If 0-3 would have been bad, you get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Rams have got it back. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's Akers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
First down, Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Stafford going to throw it.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
And, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
They snap it to Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for L.A., they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.